Hey everybody! Okay, sorry, this video is more than a little late. My plan was to start uploading videos as soon as I uploaded the whole intro video onto my YouTube, but that did not happen. But I am back, videos are ready to go, and hopefully this will be an even better experience than any of my past videos have been before. It is inspired by Paris Hilton's new music video. She has a look that she wears pretty much, I think it's like the second or third scene, and it's just during the close-up portions of her face. It's a purple eyeshadow look, you can't miss it. So the music video was what inspired this look. I spent a lot of time trying to get the purple down just right. It seemed like no matter what I did, I could not find this purple. It did not exist. So I pretty much made it. Well, I didn't make it, I just took two colors and bam. So if you guys wear this look anywhere, please comment down below and let me know where you wear it to, because I would love to know. And also I'd like you guys, if you want to, you can follow my Instagram. I have two accounts. I have, so it's Instagram at CarissaRaNee, which I will put the name right here. So this right here, that is my personal account. That is more like just whatever I'm doing throughout my day, or selfies, whatever, with friends. That is that account. But if you would like to only follow my hair and makeup account, that is this one right here. So I'll put that one right there. So at Styles by Carissa is my more makeup and styling drawn account. And yeah, so I also will leave the links down below for those, and I believe they're somewhere up floating in my page around. Somewhere, I don't know, they're somewhere up there. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, so enjoy. Bye.
Okay, so first up is to prime. Here I'm using the NYX eyeshadow base in white. So just take any white eyeshadow primer that you want to use, or a really light foundation, and I'm just going to pat this in on my lid with my finger. And the reason why we're using white is because it's going to make those colors just pop a lot more, whereas a neutral primer tends to not give you that same popping effect. The next product I'm going to use is by NYX as well, and it's the Jumbo Eye Pencil. And here I'm going to use it in Purple Velvet. And I'm going to follow my inner crease, and I'm just going to kind of create a cat eye, but I don't want it to be sharp. So after I've created the first line, I'm going to go in and soften it with my finger. Also, when it comes to matching them up, it can get a little bit messy. So don't stress too much if you get it on your lid, but do try to avoid it because we are going to use a lighter color there later. So don't worry so much about it also being really clean, because we'll fix that also later. So the next step is just going to be to blend down the rest of your crease all the way down to the outer corner of your eye. Here I'm using a loose pigment by Mica Beauty Cosmetics, and it is in the color Ultraviolet. And I'm just taking an eyeshadow brush here, so use any one that you want. And I'm going to start patting this over the line I'd created with the NYX eye pencil. And here you do want to try to start being a little bit more clean, because once this stuff gets on your skin, it's there and it's really hard to get it off unless you're using a makeup remover. So just go ahead and pat that in over it and just try to avoid keeping it off your lid. Here I'm using a blending brush, and it's by Real Techniques. You can use any blending brush that you want to use, and I'm just going to go in and soften in that crease a little bit. I want it to be a nice blend upwards towards my brow bone, so just go ahead and blend away. Next, I'm going to go with the NYX eye pencil again and blend down into my waterline. And now here, I am going to make it a little bit heavier in the outer corner of my eye, but I'm not going to bring it in too much on the inner parts of my eye, because I want it to be darker in the outer part and be lighter towards the inner corner. Then I'm going to take it and I'm going to blend it up, connecting on my bottom line with the top portion of the outer corner eyeshadow that we had used earlier. Next, I'm going to go in with the blending brush again, and I'm going to use the same ultraviolet shadow, and I'm just going to start blending that in over the NYX eyeshadow. And then I'm also going to bring it into my inner corner of my eye, so that way it fades from more of the lighter purple to the darker purple. And I'm also just going to blend it out so it has a nice soft fade out. The next step is I'm going to take the NYX eyeshadow primer again, and I'm going to pat that onto my actual lid this time. And then I'm going to take another color, this time by Micah Beauty Cosmetics as well, in the color Daydream. And I'm just going to start patting this in on my lid. And it's okay if it lightly pats into the purple. That's actually going to help make it have a nice pretty blend up effect. So just pat that in all over your lid. I'm also going to just lightly pat it into the inner corners of my eye, which you will see in just a second, right about there. So I'm just going to blend that into the inner tear duct of my eye a little bit. Next, I'm using a Tarantino Sparklicity Pure Sparkle Powder. Here, you can use any kind of shimmer that you want to use, and I'm just going to pat this in over the lid as well. If you don't have this particular product, any shimmer will work. Just try to stay away from glitters because this is a lot more of a softer look, whereas the glitter would be a heavier version of this. And I am also going to pat it underneath my eyelashes and the inner corner of my eyes. Next, I'm using an eyeliner. This one's Stila's the Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner in black. And I'm just going to do a very thin line on the outer part of my upper lash line. I want it to be really soft, so if you want it to be a lot more dramatic, then go ahead and thicken that line up. Here I'm using the Deluxe Crease Brush by Real Techniques as well, and I'm not using an eyeshadow here, but I am just going to blend up and soften that line a little bit from the purple eyeshadow. So if you want to use a highlighter on your brow bone, you can, but here I chose not to. And next is to do your mascara. So here I'm using a Revlon mascara, and I'm just going to pat this in. Now, I'm not using fake eyelashes for this look, but if you want to, then by all means go ahead and do so. But I chose to go for a more subtle effect instead. Here I'm going to use NYX Mineral Foundation in Golden Beige. And I'm just going to pat this in on my face with a blending brush by Urban Decay. It's their optical blurring brush, which is right there. This is my favorite brush for anything and everything. I would die if I did not have it. And I'm just going to blend in my foundation into my face. Kind of look like a warrior right here. Next, I'm using another foundation. This time it's by Maybelline's Fit Me. And I am just going to use a foundation brush, and I'm going to apply this to the places I want a little bit more coverage. And the reason why I'm using this as well with the other foundation is because this one kind of gives me a little bit more of a fresh, dewy look, which I really like with this eyeshadow. And I'm going to go in and blend it out with the Urban Decay brush again. Next, I am using a setting powder here. This one's by MAC, so use any setting powder that you'd like to use, and then any kind of foundation brush you'd like to use for this part as well. And I'm just going to pat this in over my foundation to seal that in so it doesn't go anywhere. And then the brows. So there's no real special way to do the brows for this look, but if you'd like to do a special one, then by all means go ahead and do your brows however you want to. But here I'm just going to fill in my brows as I usually do. The next thing I'm going to use is the MAC Mineral Skin Finish, and I'm going to use a blush brush here. And I'm just going to apply this to the cheekbones, and not really bring it into the apples of my cheeks, but just more the outer portion of my cheeks. And this is just going to give me a nice summer glow. Then I'm going to use a lip gloss. Here's Sugar Balm by Benefit, and I'm going to apply my lip gloss. And after that, your look is completely finished. I hope you guys love it, and let me know how you feel about it in the comments below. Thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!